Manley leading against Keith Della by 3 legs to 2, stealing the throw, the last leg before the break. And looking a lot more composed, but the figures don't really tell us all that much. Not the best performances. 79 average Manley, just over 78 average for Keith Della.
100.
That's certainly going to improve still at Manley. I think might well loosen up a bit, having, as you said, nicked the leg for the lead before the break. Now this is what always fascinates me, the fact you can squeeze the darts past the barrel. Is what's happened so far today.
We've had an epic,
and we've just had a chat with Dennis Smith. Thanks to him for coming in, going through the game with us. Won 15-13 against an inspired Dennis 7-2 as it was. Stage 4-1 up, and then 11-6 up, confirming 3-2 here. And Bristow, interestingly, says, "Wow, we'll lose that one." He thinks Jenkins,
59
Railway Hotel in Cosham will be heaving and a screaming tonight. The great match that's going to be Port Mardle.
And then the young gun, Mark Dubbridge, really fancies his chances of a place at least in the quarterfinals in his first ever major television tournament.
Right.
Good last start though from Della. Bit of pressure on Manley now.
Relaxing last night, Dubbridge, with a couple of local Riojas, filed Rioja,
95.
and listening to Vivaldi. How things change in darts. Della finding the red bit.
His second maximum, and just when he needed it. Della, the fella.
As one of our referees would put it, game on! Gloves off.
May go for the ball.
40.
Stays with 19s, but Della
required 40.
should break back immediately, said.
With tops. Gotta watch the flight. Gotta get the right hand end. Went to the right hand end, like Uncle Sid said. Awkward shot if he's on the other end.
7th leg.
Could go into a belt of this one.
Game on.
Back level at 3 apiece.
Determined.
First to 13, and the prize, a quarter-final.
Sometimes looks as photogenic as a gargoyle on a cathedral. Della winces. Makes him carry faces at times, but he looks less theatrical than he sometimes is. I think he's totally in the zone for this one.
41.
Only. Alex Roy, of course, will take on the winner in the quarter-final tomorrow.
Now there is a kid who will be in the movie soon. Once Quentin Tarantino sees a tape of him jumping and strutting around the stage, he'll be up there, I'm telling you, with John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson. Pure boxers! Box office right.
60.
Steven Spielberg directing a darts movie. How about that?
Well, stranger things have happened.
Della seems to have come out of the break. You were talking about it with Dennis Smith before. He was poor in that last leg before the break, and it can go either of one way, and Della's come out fired up, really fired up for this session.
It certainly can, Stuart, go either of one way for one of the players. And that's awkward life for him. Oh, I think it was risky there, Stu. I think he should have gone for treble 19 much earlier.
50.
And Manley needs to find his range again. Not like that.
Got a couple of emails about you, and one of them said, "Can Stu pot himself? Can you throw?"
170.
I think it would probably take me all afternoon, Sid, to get down to Madhouse.
Well, there you go. That's the thing you picked up before. The thrutch. Della's almost half died with the last dart. Very bad stylistic.
Manley,
brilliant how you got that in. Brilliant how you forced those big belly darts in through a line.
Pressurises the shot. 7 for double 4 for Della for 4-3.
Magic!
Keith Della.
Tremendous dart match cooking up here in Blackpool. Day 4 of the World Matchplay. Again, he's going to risk that past the barrel of the thick dart.
Forced to come down. So often he's forced to come down.
But how he holds his own in a game of this, when you see Dennis Priestley and people like that throwing knitting needles, and Taylor with knitting needle darts, how Manley can get the group in with I've seen these come up to fifth in league shows, these enormous thick barrels, but he can work out all sorts of angles of entry.
Della at the moment in the mood. Della is in the groove.
Could be very interesting. Oh, just
2-1-40.
Just that unintentional spin to take the dart upward. Now there's the point we're making. The dart, one dart in, and well, you see, that puts it perfectly what I was saying. How you must have an eye like a sparrowhawk to nail the exact angle so that the barrel doesn't deflect at all. That's becoming more pronounced, that thrutch on the last dart with Della. You gotta watch that.
He's on a finish though. Treble would be good.
95.
Thinking about it there, Peter Manley.
161.
This will be the top shot of the week if he can get it.
Just the line. Now watch, you mustn't dive at this.
55. Peter, you require 107.
Needs the treble to kick off with. Treble 17.
Just below the treble 17, that.
55.
Keith Della looks at
Keith,
106. Go further ahead.
And to win 3 on the spin. 2 against the throw as well. Treble 18 coming in. Double 16 for Della.
Finger on the bed! Yes, he shouts!
Keith Della.
Don't need the electronics to hear that. Give you that lip switch. 3 on the trot. Della inspired.
Game on.
Well, Manley is feeling the heat on the stage here at the Winter Gardens. Della's looking good. His average has gone up nearly 6 points in the last 3 legs.
85 average Della at the moment. To Manley's 80. And you see that thing I analysed before, that rock was becoming more pronounced than Manley, so they both got stylistic problems. The thing is with Della with his third dart, not only does he dive off the hockey, he takes his chin wildly away. You can see, that's got to be a synchronised movement. If it's not, you're an inch out. Again, he hasn't got the brilliant adjustment to miss the barrel.
100.
Watch it, see. That swing away is off balance totally there. That's the thrutch, as it's called. Means you're thrusting the dart rather than pitching it.
140.
There again. Uses its unintentional use of the wrist. You see, the dart is automatically a spin applied that was not meant if he goes off balance like that.
100.
162, a bogey, of course. Della may go for the ball here. He went for it.
It was a mile. It doesn't matter because I think he's in the comfort zone here.
He'll be back, Sid, and in the box seat to make it 4 legs on the spin.
Landing them. His ideal dart lands well to one side of the 61 Manley, and he's not doing that now.
Treble 19, first target.
Treble 10's the shot. Just on the wrong side, the wire.
65.
No pressure, though, at the moment for Keith Della. Manley way
That's
back.
the perfect dart. The perfect dart. This could be just too high for a maximum.
140. Keith requires 16.
It's coming in for a 6-3 lead. Keith Della. Pull the dart. Mustn't pull this one.
14.
Overpitched it.
A real opportunity there for Della, and he knows it. He knows it.
42.
Now, can Manley find his range? Double top.
You're a bother.
Shot the ninth leg.
And you can see the way he lies the dart. It's very clever. He applies a bit extra power that lifts the dart about 3 inches from the entry.
Peter to Roper.
Thus, when he's in the 60 phase, he opens the bed from the top downwards. Taylor, of course, opposite, stacks the dart from the bottom of the bed.
He said 4 out of the last 5 legs have been against the throw.
Well, I think that indicates that the underpinning of that scoreline and that fact is that they're both having stylistic problems. Della with a thrutch in his last dart. The thrutch means you dive and your wrist slips away. Manley, because he is not actually getting the dart in the right part of the bed.
Well, Manley, you feel at the moment, is just happy to hang on in there until he finds his range.
Absolutely. You see no thrutch at all there. Perfect use of the shoulder of the last dart. Now, what Manley tends to do is to rock forward. If that rock gets out of sync, you're in deep trouble.
Well, Manley looking for a level game going into the break, and he'll be happy with the way that he's played. Or stayed in the...
Superb! 2 darts by Keith Della. Those 2 last darts were brilliant. Clean shots into the corners of the 60.
Della on a finish.
13 wonders, 13 legs.
Keith, you require 161.
Needs the treble 20.
Treble 17's handy.
Just having a think.
Sticking over the top of the treble 19, but I think he's now going upstairs again. No, went for the ball.
94.
But Della will be back. Manley again, not stacking up the numbers.
Keith requires 67.
18 there. Double 16 to go further ahead. No bother!
Della again breaks the throw, and he's in control of this second round match here at the Winter Gardens. Della leading by 6 legs to 4.